I'm Johnny Garage Johnson, and this is Hardcore Garage. So I got that phone call. About time. 8 weeks. 8 weeks the dealership had this thing. Seems to be running all right though. Got me some AC now. Kid will be happy about that. What all did they do? The air conditioning system was really what was the holdup, I guess. There was all kinds of stuff wrong with it, but I had all the fluids changed, like any fluid in the whole truck. Rear end, transmission, oil, antifreeze, all that. I wanted had all the fluids changed. Alignment, tune-up, which I never even looked under the hood. I probably should have seen what they did in there, how neat it looked. Or messy, who knows. So that was plugs, wires, rotor, button, blah, blah, blah. Had an engine warning light on that is no longer on. Not sure what that was or what they did to fix it. I have not read through these papers yet. Put a new thermostat for the engine coolant temperature. There was a bunch. I can't even think of all the other stuff that was on the... I mean, almost the entire air conditioning system had to be replaced. And I know they went through at least 2 compressors. So it's riding good. I can let go of the steering wheel, no hands, and it stays pretty centered on the road. Sounds pretty good. Doesn't have that serious lope when you first start it like it did before. I think that was something that was wrong with the truck. You can still feel the cam and it still shifts super hard. First, second, third gear. It almost feels like it would break the tires loose going into overdrive. I know that sounds ridiculous, but it does. Yeah, everything else, the controls on the air conditioning, they had some serious problems with that. We had to dig through my pile. They couldn't even find it. It was all discontinued, so we had to dig through my pile, find some controls. I took 3 sets in there and just said, make one of them work. Just give me back my old parts. She's got 156,278 miles on it. I believe that to be the original miles on this truck. Got parts. I've got parts waiting at home for some product testing for this guy. What could it be? What could it be? Hard. Made it home. Well, me and my daughter took the truck out today and we drove to Kentucky. It ran really good. Didn't have any issues. We went into Kentucky, rolled around through Portsmouth, checked out the murals on the wall. I'll add a little roll through in here so you guys can check that out. It's pretty cool if you've never been there. It's really good for some pictures too. But I wanted to talk to you about what it costs to have certain things done at the dealership. So I'm going to go through this bill here. What did I spend at the dealership getting everything done that needed to be done? So I will flip this camera around here and we'll read through the bill, and you guys can decide for yourself if it's worth it to you to take things to the dealership. There's certain things that are above my pay grade, I guess, if you want to say, and I ain't afraid to admit it. And I have the ability to be able to pay people to do things that I need to have done that I can't do or that I don't have time to do. So, do I always use a dealership? No. Let's flip this camera around here and take a look at this bill and assess. All right, it starts off oil and filter, and there's all the charges over there if you want to add them up. Or okay, I guess there's the total is at the bottom, subtotal. To have the dealership do your oil and filter is $74.65, which, yes, that is expensive, and I probably should have did that myself. But then I got to worry about messing with the oil, so I'd just rather not. $75 is, I mean, I ain't saying it ain't a lot of money, but it's not unreasonable as far as I'm concerned. Had the oil or the cooling system flushed and all the coolant replaced,
And it doesn't show a subtotal at the bottom there. Maybe it's on the next page. But you can see the prices over there, what they charged for the coolant and for the flush. 1 hour at $31.71. I don't know what that other installed something. I'm sure it has more than a gallon in there, but yeah. Inspect cooling system for leaks. Inspect hoses, cracks, and signs of wear that may need addressed. Test at the repair. No further concerns at this time. $151.66. Brake line and brake system flush was $110.70 total. The transmission fluid, and I don't know if they put a filter in there. I'm pretty sure I asked for a filter, but it doesn't look like I got one in there anywhere. But that was $190. We did the rear differential service, drained it, put new fluid in it, was $118.40. We did a complete fuel system service, cleaned throttle body, intake, decarb, blah, 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 blah. Next page will show us what that was. And the total for that was $181. The four-wheel alignment, which is funny. If somebody wants to explain to me how you align the rear end of a solid axle truck, please do. Anyway, $149.95. Customer reports. Customer states the check engine light is on. Caused by blah, blah, blah. Found a map sensor not hooked up to the vacuum. Found ignition module and Hall effect switch had corrosion on them. Installed ignition control module. Blah, blah, blah. $79 to get my check engine light turned off. That's not bad at all. Customer requests a tune-up. Spark plug wires. All that good stuff. Coil. Rotors cap. Blah, blah, blah. $647.62. Customer states the temp gauge does not work right. Check temp gauge, found sensor and connector damage. Replace coolant temp sensor and repaired connector. $224 or $200.24. Customer states the AC does not work. And here's where it gets expensive. Replaced AC compressor, dryer, orifice, hose, assembly, flush system, and evac recharge system to 35.2 ounces. Checked okay. Subtotal $826.71. And they actually they ran one pump and it burned up and had to run a second pump. And then the alignment. Where was my total? Yeah, down here is the total that I end up paying. $29.57.96.
Like I said, it ran good, no problems. Before my daughter is going to drive this by herself, I need to make sure it's not going to break down. So that's what we did. And I want the mechanics that are working on it to be top notch, and I only let one mechanic work on it at the dealership. If it wasn't for him, I'd be taking it to somebody else. So is what it is. I'm pleased. Hope you guys enjoyed watching all this stuff. I enjoy doing it. I've got some other things here going on that I need to show you about this truck, but I'm not going to show you yet. You're going to have to wait. There's a racer. Anyway, y'all take it easy. Enjoy your week. Keep on trucking.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play
do, so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move, so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that, spitting slow, spitting fast. I could roast, I could gas, think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past. And the pettiness, a reflection of the emptiness. Hilarious, you think you're worth my time, you're delirious. Mysterious, because you hide behind a fake exterior. Inferior, you know I'll always be a bit superior. Get off of me, this ain't no humble brag. I want you to hear words, you can say them back. I want you to feel free from the chains at last, and to believe in what you got, it was built to last, yeah.
Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I've got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I've got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Gonna learn the consequence of being incompetent. Mental health is confidence, dreams and some honestness. I'm not here to save the day, that's for you to take away. I could play a million mind games, but instead I say something not illogical, something that is topical. Rub it on and watch it go, make yourself unstoppable. Dreams are irresponsible, but they're always possible. If you just believe, you could be so remarkable.
Thoughts in my head, a collage and they spread. I'll be great one day, going off of my meds. No, I'm not giving up, no, I'm not giving in. I will make it to the top, taking off in the wind. I gotta make it, I'm saving every day to taste it. I'm patient, but my mind, it can hardly take it. I'm chasing a dream that I've had for several ages. A vacant, modern kingdom for the taking.
Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't